Kindness without compromise, why Qaradawi's fatwa on Christmas fails. Refutation of Qaradawi's fatwa on Christmas. The story that sets the stage. A young Muslim once asked his teacher, "Sheikh, is it okay if I wish my Christian neighbor Merry Christmas? After all, it's just a greeting." The teacher paused, then asked back, "Would you ever congratulate someone for committing adultery? Would you ever say congratulations to a thief who just stole? Would you ever clap for a murderer who just shed innocent blood?" The young man shook his head. "Of course not." The teacher replied, "Then why would you congratulate someone for celebrating the birth of the Son of God? That is not just a sin, it is shirk, the gravest of all sins." The question that cuts through. If congratulating people for lesser sins like stealing or adultery is forbidden, how can congratulating them for shirk, the one sin Allah says He will never forgive if a person dies upon it, be allowed? Isn't that like saying the smaller crimes are off limits, but the biggest crime against Allah is fine to endorse? Qur'anic foundation. Allah Himself sets the boundary. Surah Al-Kafirun, 109-1-6. Say, O disbelievers, I do not worship what you worship. To you your religion, and to me mine. Surah Al-Mumtahana, 60-4. Indeed, we are disassociated from you and from whatever you worship other than Allah. Hostility and hatred has appeared between us and you forever until you believe in Allah alone. These verses are not just recitations. They are declarations. Muslims cannot endorse or congratulate acts of worship that contradict Tawhid. Monotheism. Umar ibn al-Khattab's prohibition. Umar ibn al-Khattab, R.A., the second caliph, was firm in protecting Islam's boundaries. He said, "Do not enter upon the disbelievers in their churches on the day of their festivals. For indeed the wrath of Allah descends upon them." He forbade Muslims from imitating or acknowledging their festivals. If even entering their places of worship during festivals was forbidden, how could congratulating them be allowed? Umar's ruling shows that the early Muslims understood the danger of blurring lines between Islam and other religions. The analogy that makes it clear. Think of it this way: if congratulating someone for adultery or theft is impermissible, how much worse is congratulating someone for shirk, the one sin Allah has declared unforgivable? If a person dies upon it, murder, theft, adultery are crimes against people. Shirk is a crime against Allah Himself. Scholarly consensus. Contemporary Sunni/Salafi scholars have been crystal clear. Ibn Baz: congratulating Christmas is like congratulating worship of the cross. Ibn Uthaymin: it is haram by consensus, because it implies approval of disbelief. Salih al-Fawzan: to congratulate them is worse than congratulating someone for drinking wine or committing adultery. Permanent Committee, Saudi Arabia: it is not permissible to congratulate non-Muslims on their festivals, nor to cooperate with them in celebrating them, because these are among the rituals of disbelief. No historical precedent. From the Prophet, may the peace and blessings of Allah be on him, to the companions, to the pious predecessors, there is no record of Muslims congratulating non-Muslims on their religious festivals. Not one. The Prophet lived among Jews and Christians in Medina. He dealt with them fairly, kindly, and justly. But he never once congratulated them on their religious holidays. This practice is a modern invention. Conclusion? Let's be plain. Qaradawi's fatwa may sound like tolerance, and when you cross the line between Tawhid monotheism and shirk, you are not being compassionate, you are violating the basic foundation of Islam. Islam teaches everyone to be respectful, just, and compassionate. But it is tolerance at the expense of Tawhid. The Quran draws the line. Umar enforced the line. The scholars preserved the line. To congratulate Christmas is to cross that line. And when you cross the line between Tawhid, monotheism and shirk, you are not showing kindness, you are betraying the very foundation of Islam. Islam teaches respect, justice, and kindness to all. But it also teaches that the line between truth and falsehood must never be blurred. Qaradawi's Fatwa blurs it. And when faith itself is blurred, the danger is not courtesy, the danger is collapse.